On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Guinea.
A former British gold coin worth 21 shillings, or a unit of currency used in some West African countries. Guinea, a republic in Western Africa on the Atlantic.
Examples:
Guinea coins. Guinea pig. The cost of the antique vase is 3 guineas.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Lean.
Having a noticeably small amount of body fat. Verb, to bend or move from a straight to a sloping posture.
Examples:
A lean horse. Lean athletic figure. Lean operational improvements often lead to better environmental performance.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done. Noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Polygyny.
A specific form of polygamy where a man has multiple wives or female partners simultaneously, a mating system in which one male mate with multiple females, while each female typically mates with only one male.
Examples:
Polygyny practice. Polygyny system. The cultural practice of polygyny was common among the tribal communities, allowing the head of the family to have multiple wives.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Ache.
To experience a dull, persistent pain or discomfort, typically of moderate or low intensity, to feel a continuous dull pain.
Examples:
Ache abominably. Ache all the time. I ache all over after running a marathon yesterday.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd, dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Harem.
A part of the household in some Muslim societies that is reserved for wives, concubines, and female relatives, the group of women who live in this part and are under the protection of a man, a group of women associated with one man.
Examples:
Harem costume, royal harem. The Sultan's harem was a secluded palace where his wives and concubines lived.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Faithful.
Loyal, constant, and steadfast in affection or allegiance.
Examples:
Faithful friend. Totally faithful. He remained faithful to his wife throughout their marriage.
Adultery.
Voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and someone who is not their spouse.
Examples:
Commit adultery. Adultery scandal. She knew that having an affair with her neighbor would be considered adultery and could end her marriage.
Genetics.
The branch of biology that studies genes, genetic variation, and heredity in organisms.
Examples:
The science of genetics. Genetics discrimination. He is a specialist in the genetics of aging.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Circuit.
In electrical engineering, an electrical device that provides a path for electrical current to flow, a journey or route around a particular place or area.
Examples:
Circuit breaker. Federal Circuit courts. An intelligent battery has a voltage monitoring circuit.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Distinctly.
In a way that is clearly or noticeably different or separates from something else. In a way that is unmistakably or unequivocally defined or identifiable.
Examples:
Distinctly remember. Distinctly different. The distinctly floral scent of the perfume lingered in the air long after the wearer had left the room.
Reproduction.
The process by which organisms create offspring, the production of something similar to an original work.
Examples:
Reproduction rate. Reproduction system. The reproduction of the plant depends on the pollinators.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples:
Second cosmic velocity. Cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Attachment.
A feeling of affection for someone or something.
Examples:
attachment to a formal plan. Stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. I have no attachment to the countryside.
Orchestrate.
To plan, coordinate, or arrange something, especially skillfully or cleverly. Noun, the act of organizing or directing the elements of a composition, especially in music.
Examples:
orchestrate a takeover. Orchestrate the political reinstatement. He carefully orchestrated the details of his business plan.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Limbic.
Of or relating to the system of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction.
Examples:
limbic cortex. Limbic epilepsy. The limbic brain region responded readily to negative or sad sounds.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Craving.
A strong desire of wanting something.
Examples:
craving for revenge. Curb our cravings. I have a craving for nicotine.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Swipe.
To strike, hit, or slap with a sweeping motion. To pass a magnetic stripe or barcode through a scanner to read data. To steal or take something quickly and with little effort.
Examples:
swipe a card. Swipe left on a dating app. He tried to swipe the phone from my hand, but I held on tight.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Selfie.
A photograph that one has taken of oneself, typically one taken with a smartphone or webcam to share on social media.
Examples:
Selfie stick. Pose for a selfie. She took a selfie in front of the famous tower and shared it on the app.
Taboo.
Prohibited or restricted by social custom.
Examples:
A taboo word. Academic taboo. In this society, discussing politics in public is a taboo subject.
Dramatically.
In a very impressive manner.
Examples:
He confessed dramatically. The cabin pressure fell dramatically. Life expectancy has grown dramatically this century.
Automobile.
A road vehicle that has four wheels and is powered by an engine, used for transporting people or goods.
Examples:
Driverless automobile. Automobile insurance. The automobile industry is a major contributor to air pollution in cities.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Ruin.
To damage, spoil, or demolish something. Noun, an unrecoverable state of devastation and destruction.
Examples:
Ruin the plan. Ruin the reputation. He knocked over the red wine and ruined the tablecloth.
Primal.
Of or relating to the earliest stage of development, fundamental, primitive.
Examples:
Primal eras. Primal fear. The primal instincts of the animal kicked in when it was threatened.
Chief.
Most important or primary, noun, a person who is in charge.
Examples:
Chief accountant. Chief events of the year. Mining is a chief source of income for the country.
Advisor.
A person who gives advice about a particular subject.
Examples:
A medical advisor. Chief advisor. After retiring, he continued to be an advisor to politicians.
Bench.
A long, flat surface, often elevated and supported by legs, used for sitting, working, or displaying objects. Persons who administer justice.
Examples:
Bench conference. Bench board. I sat on the bench in the park and enjoyed the beautiful scenery.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Snap.
To record on photographic film, to make a sudden, sharp sound. Noun, the act of catching an object with the hands.
Examples:
Snap a whip. Snap judgment. She snapped a quick picture of the beautiful sunset before it disappeared.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
Awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Parade.
A public procession, especially one celebrating a special day or event.
Examples:
A military parade. Parade route. The annual 4th of July parade is popular in the town square.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Dopamine.
A chemical substance produced by nerve cells as a neurotransmitter. As a drug, it is used to treat shock and hypotension.
Examples:
Dopamine inhibiting agent. Antagonism of dopamine. The drug controls the level of dopamine in the brain.
Serotonin.
A neurotransmitter equals a chemical that carries nerve impulses involved in, example, sleep, emotion, and memory.
Examples:
Serotonin drug. Serotonin levels. The medicine works by boosting serotonin levels in the brain.
Testosterone.
A male hormone that is responsible for the development of male secondary sex characteristics.
Examples:
Testosterone enhancer. A synthetic derivative of testosterone. Training with sufficient intensity increases blood testosterone levels.
Estrogen.
A category of female steroid sex hormone responsible for the development and regulation of the female reproductive system and secondary sex characteristics.
Examples:
Estrogen receptor. Estrogen responsive breast cancer. The older woman also suffers bone loss caused by estrogen deficiency.
Questionnaire.
A form or document containing a series of questions used for surveying or gathering information from a group of people, often used in research, marketing, or social science studies.
Examples:
Fill out a questionnaire. Distribute a questionnaire. The company sent out a lengthy questionnaire to gather feedback from its customers.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Trait.
A particular feature of your nature.
Examples:
Chemical trait. Personality traits. Multiple genes may influence behavioral traits concurrently.
Constellation.
A group of stars that form a recognizable pattern and have a name, a group of related or similar ideas, things, or people.
Examples:
The stars of the Scorpion constellation. Northern constellation. Navigators still use the Little Bear constellation at sea.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Spontaneous.
Happening or being done naturally, often unexpected way, without being made to happen.
Examples:
A spontaneous behavior. Spontaneous labor. The crowd broke out into spontaneous laughter.
Energetic.
Possessing or exerting or displaying energy.
Examples:
Energetic density. Energetic dog. This process caused an energetic chemical reaction.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Conventional.
Based on or following traditional rules, standards, customs, etc.
Examples:
A conventional style. Get a conventional loan. She is very conventional in her thoughts.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Attract.
To draw or entice someone or something towards them through the qualities they have, especially positive ones.
Examples:
Attract attention. Attract customers. The government is eager to attract international investment.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Analytical.
Relating to or using analysis equals the process of breaking down a complex system or concept into smaller, simpler parts to understand it better, or able to analyze.
Examples:
Analytical approach. Analytical ability. He is analytical and can break down complex problems into manageable parts.
Decisive.
Making a clear and definite decision or choice, settling an issue.
Examples:
A decisive ballot. Decisive action. The decisive victory in the war ended years of conflict.
Verbal.
Expressed in spoken rather than written words.
Examples:
Verbal communication. Verbal abuse. The candidate must have excellent verbal skills.
Intuitive.
Obtained through feelings rather than facts or proof.
Examples:
Intuitive eating. Intuitive judgment. I had an intuitive feeling that I might be pregnant.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography. Paradox. A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples:
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
Apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Overload.
To put too much a load in or on something.
Examples:
Overload the circulatory system. Overload a muscle. Be careful not to overload the laundry machine.
Usher.
A person who shows people to their seats in a theater or church or who guides them through a building.
Examples:
Act as usher. Usher theater. The uniformed usher showed the guests to their seats.
Poll.
An inquiry into public opinion conducted by interviewing a random sample of people, the process of voting at an election.
Examples:
A pre-election poll. Public opinion polls. Several polls show a decline in the president's approval rating.
Representative.
Someone who speaks or acts officially on behalf of another person or group of people.
Examples:
An official representative. Sales representative. The media representatives had special passes.
Census.
An official count or survey of a population, typically recording various details such as age, sex, occupation, and education levels.
Examples:
Census data. Population census. The government conducted a census of the population to gather data on demographics.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
Reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Stumble.
To miss a step and fall or nearly fall, to walk unsteadily.
Examples:
Stumble financially. Stumble through life. She stumbled over the tree root.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Divorce.
The legal dissolution of a marriage.
Examples:
Divorce settlement. A consensual divorce. The couple decided to get a divorce after many years of marriage.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Caution.
Great care and attention that you take to avoid danger or mistakes, a warning against certain acts.
Examples:
extreme caution, act with caution. He gave a stern caution to the naughty student.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples:
sardonic humor, vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
disease prevention, disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
a sham battle, turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Expansion.
The process of becoming larger or more extensive, or the result of this process.
Examples:
industrial expansion, expansion project. The company is undergoing an expansion, opening new locations in several states.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
a commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Knot.
A tight interlacing of something such as rope or thread.
Examples:
a hard knot. A knot of people. The Boy Scout showed us how to tie a knot that wouldn't come undone.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Triumph.
A great victory or achievement.
Examples:
triumph of democracy. Triumph of the spirit. The team's triumph in the championship resulted from their hard work and dedication.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
settle a dispute. Settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Extension:
A thing that is added to something to make it longer, larger, or wider. An educational opportunity provided by colleges and universities to people who are not enrolled as regular students. An additional telephone set that is connected to the same telephone line.
Examples:
Time extension. Telephone extension. They are building an extension to the house to add more bedrooms.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
A sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes. Commute. To regularly travel a particular journey, especially between one's home and place of work. Noun, a regular journey of some distance to and from your place of work.
Examples:
Commute to work. Daily commute. He had to commute 2 hours each way to get to work.
Regard.
To think about or consider somebody or something in a specified way.
Examples:
Regard him as an enemy. Regard the situation as unfortunate. Frugality and industry are still regarded as virtues.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Oblige.
To force or require someone to do something through legal, social, or moral obligations. To voluntarily do something to help or please someone. To be indebted or grateful to someone.
Examples:
Oblige him to reject. Oblige a request. As a citizen, we must oblige to the laws of the land.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Kinship.
The state or fact of being related to someone.
Examples:
Kinship ties. Kinship relations. She felt a sense of kinship with her new colleagues.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples:
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Virgin.
A person who has never had sex. Adjective, being used or worked for the first time.
Examples:
Virgin material. Enter virgin territory. Within a few years, no virgin forests will remain.
Arrange.
To plan, prepare for, and carry out something.
Examples:
Arrange the meeting. The list was arranged alphabetically. I need to arrange plans with him for the celebration.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Shed.
To get rid of something as superfluous or unwanted, to cast off hair, skin, horn, or feathers. Noun, an outbuilding with a single story, mainly used for shelter or storage.
Examples:
Shed an old skin. A cow shed. He shed a secret tear when he heard the news of his friend's death.
Egalitarian.
Relating to or characterized by the belief in the equal rights, opportunities, and treatment of all people, regardless of their race, gender, or social class.
Examples:
Egalitarian society. Egalitarian principles. The company prides itself on being an egalitarian workplace with equal employment opportunities.
Compatible.
Capable of coexisting or working together without conflict or inconsistency, harmonious or well-matched.
Examples:
Fully compatible. Compatible with HTML5. The new software is not compatible with the old operating system, causing compatibility issues and errors.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Butler.
A male servant in charge of serving food and drinks and taking care of household duties.
Examples:
Butler service. Household butler. The personal butler announced that dinner was ready, and the guests went to the dining room.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Crooked.
Not straight or aligned, bent or curved to one side, not honest or fair, characterized by deception, fraud, or wrongdoing, irregular, uneven, or jagged in shape or form.
Examples:
Crooked smile. Crooked line. The table leg was crooked, causing all the cups to slide to one side.
Uneasy.
Causing or feeling anxiety or discomfort.
Examples:
Have uneasy eyes. Uneasy relationship. He was uneasy about the situation and didn't know what to do.
Humble.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's quality or importance.
Examples:
A humble cottage. Humble opinion. The nobler, the more humble.
Prevail.
To be common, widespread, or frequent, to be the strongest or most powerful.
Examples:
Good will prevail. Prevail in a suit. It is common for oppressive governments to prevail through violence, using military and police force to control their citizens and suppress dissent.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Unquenchable.
Unable to be satisfied or appeased, impossible to extinguish or put an end to.
Examples:
Unquenchable enthusiasm. Unquenchable desire. Her unquenchable thirst for knowledge motivated her to pursue a research career.
Adaptable.
Able or willing to modify or be modified to deal with new situations.
Examples:
Adaptable enough for the environment. An adaptable person. We seek a candidate who possesses adaptable fighting potential.
Primordial.
Existing from the beginning of time or the start of a particular process, relating to the earliest stage of the universe.
Examples:
Primordial forms of life. Primordial gas. The discovery of the primordial soup was a crucial step in understanding the origins of life on Earth.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Psychotherapy.
The treatment of mental or emotional problems by talking with a therapist.
Examples:
Field of psychotherapy. Psychotherapy for depression. He took psychotherapy to help him deal with his accident trauma.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor. The basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
A convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Govern.
To legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
A nation's right to govern. Govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
Intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Obligation.
The state of being morally or legally bound to do or pay something.
Examples:
A deep obligation. Pay an obligation. You are under no obligation to finish the job.
Loyalty.
The quality of being devoted or faithful to someone or something.
Examples:
Loyalty program. Earn his loyalty. He has always shown great loyalty to his friends and family.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Relish.
To enjoy or take pleasure in, to taste with appreciation.
Examples:
Relish my food. Relish every bite. He relished the opportunity to try the exotic dishes at the new restaurant.
Novelty.
The quality of being new, attractive, and unusual.
Examples:
Bit of a novelty. The novelty of an invention. In Europe, this tropical fruit is still a novelty.
Dread.
To be very afraid of or worried about something that is going to happen or that might happen.
Examples:
Dread failure. Dread getting old. We all dread to think about what will happen if the company goes bankrupt.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples:
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Self-doubt.
Lack of confidence in one's abilities or oneself.
Examples:
Overcome self-doubt. Spiral of self-doubt. I was filled with self-doubt.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
In stable condition. Have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Ambiguity.
The quality of being open to more than one interpretation, the uncertainty of meaning.
Examples:
Free from ambiguity. Avoid ambiguity in writing. The ambiguity in the instructions made it difficult for her to complete the task.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Intimacy.
Close familiarity or friendship, a close, familiar, and usually affectionate or loving personal relationship with another person.
Examples:
On terms of intimacy. Build intimacy. They were looking for intimacy in their relationship and wanted to be close to each other.
Tactics.
The methods or strategies used to achieve a specific goal or outcome, particularly in the context of military, business, or sports.
Examples:
Blitz tactics. Political tactics. The marketing team developed new tactics to boost sales.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
Prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Breakup.
The end of a relationship between persons or nations, the separation of something into several pieces or sections.
Examples:
A breakup hug. Air breakup. He got over the big breakup with his wife.
Stall.
To stop or cause to stop making progress. Noun, small area or booth set off for the sale of goods in a market or large covered area.
Examples:
Stall at sea. Stall in a tunnel. The negotiations proceeded slowly and finally stalled.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples:
Emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Consistency.
The quality of acting or being done in the same way over time, the quality of not containing any logical contradictions.
Examples:
Lack consistency. Consistency of results. There's no consistency in his arguments.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Inflict.
To cause harm, injury, or suffering to someone or something.
Examples:
Inflict a heavier tax. Inflict a hard blow. The storm inflicted significant damage on the town.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
Vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Dough.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Confide.
To reveal private or secret information to someone, to trust someone with a confidence.
Examples:
Confide in you. Confide a secret. He confided in her, telling her his deepest secrets.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Companion.
A person or an animal with whom you spend a lot of time or you travel.
Examples:
A working companion. Drinking companions. Her dog is her excellent companion.
Millennial.
Relating to a period of 1,000 years or the year 2000. Noun, a person born between the early 1980s and the late 1990s, also called Generation Y.
Examples:
Millennial record. The millennial reign. Earth's ecosystems are greatly affected by millennial scale changes in climate.
Nuance.
A subtle or slight degree of difference in appearance, meaning, sound, someone's feeling, etc.
Examples:
Rich in nuance. Subtle cultural nuance. The painter has tried to express every nuance of the woman's expression in his work.
Temperament.
A person's nature or disposition, especially as it permanently affects their behavior.
Examples:
The temperament of an engineer. A hysterical temperament. She has a calm temperament and never gets overly upset or angry.
Pickle.
Vegetables or fruit preserved in salty water or vinegar, served cold with meat, salads, etc.
Examples:
Pickle a cucumber. Pickle barrel. The pickle must have an acidity level high enough to inhibit the growth of bacteria.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Equilibrium.
A state in which opposing forces or influences are balanced.
Examples:
Equilibrium point. Political equilibrium. The company struggled to maintain an equilibrium between its profits and social responsibilities.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.